Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Straight Fire Picks. Best bets for college football, week number 12 on Saturday, November 20th, 2021. My name is Steve, and we're going to have 3 picks here for you today that I think are great value bets for the Saturday college football slate. As always, just want to thank you all for your continued support in the channel. If you are new to the channel here today, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We're trying to reach 900 subscribers here by the end of the week, so appreciate your help out with that. Be sure to also check out our community Discord. It's a great place to connect with our community. I'll have a link in the comment section and in the description to that as well. It's a great resource there to get new ideas for bets, to chat about sports. We have a lot of fun there in the Discord, so highly encourage you to check that out. Also, be sure to place your favorite bet down below for this week. I love chatting with you guys about that. If you'd like it included in our comment capper section here of the video, just be sure to put a star or an asterisk next to your pick so I know what your official pick is, and we'll include it in the video. We also have exciting news here at the channel. I've been spreading it around throughout the videos. I don't know which videos you'll follow, but we have a new logo here at the channel, which I'm super excited about. Really pumped up about that. And we also started a new website, straightfirepicks.com. I'll have a link in the comment section as well to that, where you can check that out. We do have a shirt up there for sale if you want to check that out. Other than that, we don't really have a lot of stuff on the website yet. I'm going to be working on that in time. We just kind of have a general thing going on there. So excited to share all this stuff with you guys. I want to thank you all for being an awesome community. You guys really do rock. I appreciate all of you. I really do. And without further ado, let's get right into the results from the previous week. So for our comment cappers, we had Arthur Shaw calling the Ohio State over 9.5 points in the first quarter. Cashed that easily. Ohio State just absolutely hung it on Purdue there. So easy cash there for Arthur. Great call out there in the chat. As far as the stream results went, 2-1. It was a solid week. And our one loss was very, very close. We easily could have gone 3-0. We were able to cash the under 48.5 points in the Michigan-Penn State game. That one was a fairly easy cash. Got a little bit closer than I'd like in the fourth quarter, but not really that close. It's still cashed that one easily. And then we also cashed the Baylor plus 5.5 spread there versus Oklahoma. So I was pretty pumped about that too. And then in the late slate, we had Miami on a minus 2.5 versus Florida State. Miami dug a huge hole in this game, came all the way back, took a pretty decent lead there late where we were in the money. And then, at the end of the game, Florida State's driving. The only thing that hurts us is a touchdown. It was 31-23. And of course, they get to 4th and 14, and they convert. Get the 4th and 14, they convert, pick up a first down, score a touchdown on one of the next plays, and we lose that bet. So it was a little bit heartbreaking. That was with under 20 seconds to go in the game. So that one hurt. Could have had a 3-0 sweep. What are you gonna do? We still went 2-1, still profitable. We're gonna get after it this week. We're gonna get that 3-0. So getting right into our picks at number 1, we are going with the Michigan Wolverines minus 15.5 spread here versus the Maryland Terrapins at minus 108 odds. So I don't know if you've been following Maryland lately. They started the season 4-0. Everybody was kind of hyping them up like, yeah, Maryland's going to have a shot to be, pretty good this year, This is Tua's brother leading this offense, Talia Tagovailoa. And he looked really good. And he still has looked solid. But the last 6 weeks, the Maryland Terrapins football team has gone 1-5. They've lost by their average margin of defeat in those 5 losses is 28. So they've gotten completely blown off the field in 5 losses. Pretty much every one of those losses was a blowout, and some were just disgusting. 51-14 to Iowa, 66-17 to Ohio State. On their home field, 31-14 to Penn State. It just has not been pretty. And you're playing Michigan here. Obviously, this is one of their... outside of Ohio State, say this is their second toughest team that they've played. Michigan, at least in my eyes, is at least the second best team in the Big Ten. They're right up there, obviously, and I expect them to take care of business here. There's no other real way to say it. Maryland, like I said, has just looked terrible. They're 102nd now in scoring defense. They are not very good on the defensive side. Talia is not bad. I think he's going to be a solid quarterback. but their defense just cannot win them games. And Talia is just not capable right at this point of carrying them to victory. So, you know, when you look at Maryland, some of their stuff is just, also this is one of Talia's problems. It's been the turnover problems, right? Maryland 102nd turnover margin this season in college football. That's not good. Out of 130 teams, they turn the ball over a decent bit. And their defense on the flip side doesn't do a great job of also generating the turnovers. So that's what that tells you. Michigan is 24th. So they're inside the top 25 in that category. They generally take care of the football, and their defense is very explosive as well. The defense really, is very strong there at Michigan. And their offense is very good too. Honestly, on both sides of the ball, they're very solid. Particularly at the defensive side, though. You watch them play defense, and you're like, whoo, get after it. They're 8th in total defense, 31st in total offense, and they're 4th in scoring defense. Like I said, they are carried mostly by their defense. Their defense is very good. And I expect Michigan guys to take care of business here. There's no other way to say it. Maryland has gotten absolutely obliterated in 5 of the last 6 games. Look for it to continue here against a very good Michigan team. Take it there for your number 1 pick. Michigan minus 15.5 spread here versus the Maryland Terrapins at minus 108 odds. Okay, and at number 2, we are going with the Nebraska Cornhuskers plus 9.5 spread here versus the Wisconsin Badgers at minus 102 odds. So yes, Wisconsin has looked a lot better lately. In their last 4 games, they have won in the last 4 by 17 or more. So obviously they've been very impressive here lately, but I'm still not ready to crown them. Wisconsin, if you guys have been following me this season in college football, they have been one of my favorite teams to bet against as far as going back to last year and this year. And I haven't been betting against them obviously the last 4 or 5, the last few weeks here. And the last time I did, it didn't work out. I had Purdue covering and it didn't. But this time, they're playing a very tough Nebraska team and they're very deceptive. Nebraska is 3-7 on the season. When you look at that, you're like, wow, that can't be a good football team. Well, they have not been beat by more than 9 points all year. They've been in every game against the steepest competition. They have one of the toughest schedules. Outside of their conference, they played Oklahoma, just to give you an idea. And they've played Michigan State, Michigan, Ohio State, the top 3 teams in the Big Ten. So their schedule has been brutal, and they've been in every football game. You can make a case they could have won at least 2 of those. Particularly the Michigan State game and the Michigan game. Easily could have won those games. Even the Ohio State game, again, they were right there. Even the same with Oklahoma. I mean, every game, they were right there. And it's just got to be terrible to be a Nebraska fan. So, why am I taking Nebraska here? Well, I think they have a lot of pride here, though, still. I realize, they're 3-7. They don't technically have a lot to play for, but I think Wisconsin's going to get the best shot here. Nebraska's had a frustrating season, and I think there's going to be some of that they're going to take out on Wisconsin. I'm not expecting them to lay down in this game. They're playing another tough opponent here on the road in Wisconsin. And I expect the game to be close, right? I'm not expecting Nebraska to win the game. That's not my prediction for this game. My prediction for this game is 24-20 Wisconsin. That's how I think this game winds up. I don't see Nebraska necessarily winning the game, although I think they'll have a shot, just like they've had in several of their games. But you look at the statistics. Nebraska really is a statistical anomaly as a football team. It's been well documented. Their offense ranks pretty high in total offense. Their defense ranks pretty high in total defense. They're 16th in total offense, 53rd in total defense, which both are not bad at all. You consider there's 130 football teams out there in college football. Those aren't bad ranks, particularly on the offensive side, but they just can't finish. They struggle to finish games. They can get up by a lot, and they just can't. They can't finish games the way that you need to. And Wisconsin, another reason why I like this to be close. Wisconsin loves to control the game on the ground, right? Wisconsin plays tough defense. They're first overall in defense, and they love to run the football. So usually that doesn't equate to them blowing people off the field. Although it's hard to say that now because, like I said, the last 4 weeks they've won by 17 or more. They've looked very good recently, but I still don't trust Graham Mertz. Their schedule has been pretty light. talk about playing Rutgers and Northwestern, two of the bottom feeders of the Big Ten. I'm not going to give you a lot of credit for those ones, whether you blow them out or not. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not looking at that and saying, oh, yeah, good job. You won 35-7 over Northwestern, who's been absolute trash all year. Good job. I'm not going to give you a lot of credit for that. Do it against a team that is good. Now, they had a very good performance against Iowa. I'll give them credit for that, but Iowa's also looked kind of bad lately. You know what I mean? Iowa's kind of looked like a shell of themselves from the team that you saw that started 7 or 8. No, now I'm forgetting what they started, but I love it here, guys. Nebraska keeps it close. We cover this plus 9.5 spread. If you could get it at 10 or 10.5, more power to you. I mean, obviously it looks a lot better, but 9.5, I believe Nebraska covers here. Take it there for your number 2 pick. Nebraska Cornhuskers plus 9.5 spread here versus Wisconsin at minus 102 odds. Okay, and finally at number 3, we are rolling with the under 59.5 points in the Iowa State-Oklahoma game at minus 110 odds. So coming into this game, guys, Iowa ranks 10th in total defense, and they rank 24th in scoring defense. So they're led by their defense primarily. They are 106th in scoring offense, so they have to win games on the defensive side of the ball if they're going to win. They cannot afford to get into a shootout with Oklahoma at all. That is not the path to victory for them. This is a 3.5 point spread, so we're projecting that this game is going to be fairly close. It's going to be that way. If this game is going to be close, if Iowa State's going to have a chance to win, this game has to be played in the 20s or less. I think it'll be played in the 20s, possibly the upper 20s, but I don't see this game being a very high-scoring game. Oklahoma also has a solid defense, not great, but they're good enough here to hold Iowa State at bay. Oklahoma, 70th in total defense, 60th in scoring defense. That's about average. So you got 130 teams. 60th is obviously slightly better than your average there. So I don't mind that. I think Oklahoma can at least hold them at bay. And Iowa State, I think, is going to be able to play solid defense here against the Oklahoma team that I've seen recently struggle offensively. I've had a chance to observe them in 2 of the last 3 weeks versus Kansas and Baylor. And offensively, they did not look very good. Against Baylor, obviously only hanging 14 points last week. And they, sub Caleb Williams out for Spencer Rattler, who was the original starting quarterback. But they're having a little bit of a quarterback controversy there. And these guys have kind of gone on and off, and, Spencer Rattler came into the game last week. So, obviously, the quarterback position is not stable right now at Oklahoma, even though, Caleb Williams has appeared to take over that job, and he's looked good, really good at times. But they have had their struggles. And I'm expecting that. I'm not expecting necessarily them to struggle really bad, but I just don't see the offenses here just getting into a shootout. I think this has a defensive grudge match written all over it to me. 2 teams that really need a win here near the end of the season. Both teams are competing. Iowa State's been playing a lot better here recently after a slow start to the year. And Oklahoma, normally led by their offenses, like I said, they've struggled in 2 of the last 3 weeks. I saw them struggle against Kansas. You look at the game and said, oh, they scored 35 points, Stevie. That's against Kansas. Kansas just gave up 56 to Texas. So you watched a lot of that game, you'll see that Oklahoma offensively just looked terrible. And this was against Kansas. This wasn't against high-level competition. Kansas is not there yet at all. And then against Baylor, a great defensive team, they struggled there again too. So I love it here, guys. For number 3 pick, like I said, I'm expecting this one to come in. Take it there for your number 3, under 59.5 points in the Iowa State-Oklahoma game at minus 110 odds. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for our picks. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We're trying to reach 900 subscribers here by the end of the week. And I can't do it without you, so I appreciate all of you here at the channel. I really do. We have a lot of exciting stuff here on tap. If you're a returning viewer, also, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, it really does help us out to promote the video and so on and so forth. Also encourage you to check out the Discord, guys. It is a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun there talking in the Discord, just talking about sports and sharing all our bets. It's really a great resource. I also share my notes a lot of times in there. I'm not saying I do every time, but because sometimes my notes aren't as organized as I'd like, because they're in Stevish. I have my own type of language when I'm reading this. So I appreciate all of you here at the channel, though. Thanks for letting me be me, guys. And thanks for making this community awesome. So I appreciate all of you. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. Good luck on your bets this weekend, and we will catch you next time. Peace out.